Alright, what's up everybody? It's Mobility Matt with the Modern Mindset, and I'm here to talk about my 2 fasts. So, I did a fast a while back, and that was probably my first, serious fast. So it started off with day 1, I did coconut water and regular water, and I put Himalayan sea salt inside my water because I need to get electrolytes. So rather than just drinking water, which we may not know, we may not know how much electrolytes is in this water because, the way we live today in society, then I add electrolytes, which is Himalayan sea salt. Day 2 and 3, it was just water and tea, detox tea, like on my last video that I showed you. Day 3 was almost a dry fast because I was just so ready to get it over with and eat that I was just like, I'm just not gonna do anything. I don't know. I'm not sure why I did that. It actually made it a little bit harder, but I mean, it's fine. But I noticed I was fiending for food for like 36 hours. I was fiending for food for about 36 hours, so that was probably the hardest part. Every 3 hours, I would forget that I was doing a fast, and then I would be like, oh, let me go get something to eat, and then I'd be like, I'm fasting. So it's really a psychological battle, more so than anything. What was it? It was every time I got hungry, I would meditate, which is what I have in my course. I have these meditations. It's a alpha meditation. So I have this meditation to help me fight the hunger pain, to help more so breathe through it. It's kind of like a breatharian type of situation. Oxygen is life. So when you can give the body substantial amounts of oxygen, it more so feeds the body, I guess you could say in layman's terms. So there was that. I wanted to occupy my mind because if you stay inside all day, you're just gonna be bored and you're gonna want to eat. So I would go outside, I would ride my bike, I wouldn't go too crazy either. I would just ride around, kind of like sightseeing, I guess, just killing time. I didn't sit inside all day, like I had said. That was something that, if you're gonna do that, just know that your fast is gonna be a lot harder. So, that was my first one. So now, on my second fast, what I did, day 1, I did 4 days this time. And one of my friends was telling me how, drinking coconut water isn't really fasting, so I was like, okay, so I'll do a 3-day water fast. So what I did the first day was I had the coconut water the first day because you're supposed to gradually wean yourself off of the food. You're not supposed to just one day be like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this fast, which is kind of what I did both times. So the first day was coconut water. I had some nuts and grains. I had an apple and an orange, thanks to Ian, the Garden of Ian over at Muscle Beach. He's always just giving people, fruits, which is good because a lot of us, we're always eating these processed sugars and, things of that nature. So that's not what you want to lean toward. So day 2 to 4, 2, 3, and 4, I did all sea salt water. I put about, 32 ounces of water, 32 ounces of water and a tablespoon of sea salt. So I would do that. That would hold me over. I noticed the water was more fulfilling. It felt like it went from diet water to regular water. I noticed the hardest part this time, and this was about 2 months later, the hardest part this time was the 24 hours. It wasn't 36 hours this time. So the hardest part was the first 24 hours. So from there, Excuse me. It got a lot easier. I was meditating when I was hungry again. You know, I did that. Also, you know, I ride my bike. I do a little light workout this time. I just keep my mind occupied and aim to stay outside as much as possible. Stay hydrated, of course, because I'm out here in Miami Beach, and the sun is, you know, always shining down on us. Also, I don't really wear a shirt that much, and it's not because I look like an action figure. It's more so the fact that this is your largest organ you have, so you need to give it sunlight. You know, it just makes sense. And for some reason, in certain countries, in certain places, you have to wear a shirt. You have to, like, I'm not really sure why, but I mean, I know why, because it hurts you actually in the long run. That's another video I'll get into. I'll get into about how to increase testosterone, how to you know, just fight the little systematic things that we need to fight. Like, for instance, I'm not sitting on a chair right now. I'm sitting on a slam ball. It's a lot lower to the ground. It helps promote dorsiflexion, which is how far the knees can go over the toes, things of that nature. So also, probably one of the biggest things about this fasting is passing parasites. I had passed a parasite both times. Or, excuse me, Sasha. Passed a parasite both times. Look out. After about 66 hours. From 66 hours to 72 is when I had passed a parasite. Both times. What was it? Plaque mucus plaque. I forgot exactly the term. But and they were connected to that as well. So one thing that people need to know as well is when you pass a parasite, they lay eggs in you. So they lay eggs in you, and they don't hatch for about 3 to 4 months. So technically, you just got to keep doing this process over and over and over again. But can you, excuse me? But what was I gonna say? But there's other things you can do. There's diatomaceous earth that'll help you cleanse parasites. There's papaya seeds. Now that's, you know, some people are like, oh, you shouldn't eat the seeds. Some people say you should. You can do your own research on that. I'm just bringing things to light for you. What is it? I know in my course, the Rejuvenation Transformation, I have an alkaline grocery list, so that'll help you as well, because they're not going to necessarily feed off of the healthy food. They're going to feed off the unhealthy food. And the reason why you want to get these parasites out is because they're stealing the nutrients from you. The nutrients that you believe you're getting from whatever food you're eating. So what you want to do is cleanse yourself of as many processed foods as you can, first and foremost, because those are the ones that are pulling you to do certain things, you know? So you want to make sure that I don't know why I keep yawning. I need to get outside actually, get some sunlight. So those are the things that, you know, you wanna do when it comes to cleansing the body. Also, I have nutritional guidance inside the course. There is motivational speeches, self-help books, mindset training, and of course a meditation. And then I show you how to assess your body, fix that assessment, go through functional movements, balance, stability, calisthenics, and multi-directional movements. And then from there, we do check-ins weekly as well, because I want to make sure that, you know, you're following along. I want to make sure you're eating properly, and, you know, I want to help guide you through this, because it's easy once you understand it and once you get it, but when you're just starting off, it's like, how do I start? People only tell me what not to eat, so what am I supposed to eat? You know, so I want to help guide you through that situation. So today, actually, I'm doing a coconut water fast. Luckily, since I live here in South Beach, you just find a coconut guy, and I get gallons of coconut water at a time. I'll get 1 gallon at a time, and get some coconut meat as well. So what I do is I get that every so often, and I'll do just a coconut water, coconut meat fast. Maybe make some coconut milk, put some dates in it, maybe a little bit of cinnamon, and you could just put the water in, or you could put coconut water. Either or, if you want to stretch it out, you could just use spring water and then drink the coconut water on the side as well. So you just want to give your body time to cleanse. A lot of people ask me, oh, how do you get abs, and how do you make your abs pop, or how do you get burn more body fat, get more chiseled. And coconut water has a lot of calories, so you can sustain yourself off of this. I know people that just drink coconut water for days on end, so yeah. But if you're interested in that, just DM me on Instagram or comment below. My Instagram is the same thing as my YouTube. It's Martin Mindset. You can email me at martinmindset11@gmail.com as well. And yeah, we'll get you started. So I appreciate you guys. Those are my first 2 fasts. Oh, and the next one I'm gonna do either a watermelon fast, because that promotes healing, the watermelon, or I'm going to do a coconut water fast. I'm probably gonna do both, honestly. I'm gonna do a 4-day, and then the next one I'm gonna do a 5-day. I want to get to being able to do 7-day fast, from whether it may be coconut water, watermelon, whatever fruit, maybe a fruit fast. Just because you fast doesn't mean it has to be just water or nothing. I don't recommend somebody just starting off to just drink water and be able to last those days. Maybe 24 hours, maybe 16 hours, things like that. So really just feel it out and see how your body takes it, and go from there. Everybody's different, so do that. Give it a try. Send this to somebody that that is looking to burn some body fat. Want to get their abs to pop, want to get more defined, but just understand that this is all about health. The healthier you are, the better. Everything else will come. My body is a product of my mind. So when you ask people, how do you get abs? That's not necessarily the right question you should ask. It's, what type of lifestyle do you live? What do you do on a daily basis? When do you eat? What do you eat? What's your blood type? What's your body type? Do you drink at all? How often do you drink? Do you smoke? How often before you go to sleep do you eat? How often after you wake up do you eat, or what time? Things of that nature. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and please share this with somebody that is either lost and needs guidance, or people that you feel can just use this, and also use it yourself. So I appreciate you. Until next time, peace and blessings.